Hello and welcome to another update video about Chiliz. Certainly one of the more interesting charts here at the moment. Also one of the coins which possibly created the 5-wave impulse to the upside. That has to be the current assumption. And then as we broke the trend line to the downside, we've been waiting for a move down into this target area. We have now hit this target area. We've hit this support area, which is the 50% fib level here at 18.2 cents. We can come down much further, yeah, ideally, and we use again the fib tool here. Ideally, we come down into the area 15.8 cents, maybe even 12.4. Below that, it will get unrealistic that this is still an overall bullish pattern. But it is the area where I am accumulating Chiliz. Yeah. I mentioned my strategy, my personal strategy in the past, where it's all about minimizing risk. Therefore, I'm a trader who normally buys in support areas. Yeah, I don't like to trade breakouts too much. I do it sometimes, don't like to do it very much. I rather try to buy in areas of support to minimize risk, basically, right? And in such a fashion here where we start to accumulate in these areas with a lower, very, very small quantity here, basically at the first possible reversal point. And the deeper we go into support, yeah, as close as possible to the stop loss point, which would be either, in my opinion, below the 78.6% fib level or the 88.7. You know, that it's up to everybody individually. I think there is a good chance it drops below the 78.6 even, but below the 88.7, which is 10.3 cents, we are probably going to get invalidation below 8 cents, yeah, which means that this bullish pattern isn't going to work out. But the closer the buying point and the most of the volume of the purchase order of the buy order, not purchase order, of the buy order is as close as possible to support and to a stop loss, that minimizes, of course, risk. And then as we go higher than in the third wave here to the upside, taking profits the same way. Yeah, and very important, if you trade with the Elliott waves, yeah, you get these 5-wave moves to the upside. If we then think we are in the third wave, I already take profits in the third wave, because you see it in these markets time and time again that a lot of the coins, they fail at the third wave. After the third wave, you think you get a fourth, but actually it's just an ABC and you come down. Okay, so taking profits in the third is the best, in my opinion, the best way to ensure that you can take profits whilst not getting caught out while waiting for a fifth wave, which might never come. So this is sort of the strategy, and also taking profits, I do it the same way, just the other way around, right? But yeah, what are we doing here? So we came to support. I think we could get a bit of a wave B now at some point, which would be a recovery, and then a wave C to the downside. Okay. The point here is that at the moment we haven't seen really a bounce. We've seen a slight corrective bounce. We see that better on the 1-hour chart. What we've seen here since the low was definitely nothing convincing. So I think all we are seeing here is maybe the beginning of a wave B, or even just a corrective move in still wave A, which would mean we come down even stronger. In ideal scenario, I would now look at a wave B to the upside. That could go into the region, let's say between the 38.2 and the 61.8 level, ideally, so between 22 cents and 24.4 cents, before we then come down in a C wave and might get here to 15.6 or 15.8 or 12.4 cents. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at here. And the point is that this move up here looks corrective. Yeah, it's not a bullish signal, so it doesn't indicate at the moment, at least, that this move to the downside is completely over, and it doesn't indicate that wave 2 is already done. So I think we're getting a clear ABC pattern here. That's currently the assumption, and then coming down further before seeing that larger recovery. Yeah, and if we take a look here on the 4-hour chart now at some of the indicators, the view that we might actually get here a little bit of a more extensive wave B would be confirmed here by the 4-hour MACD that has created a bullish crossover. If we zoom in, you can see that. So this indicator would support the view that we push higher. The RSI was also at an oversold level. Yeah, I bought yesterday a little bit in the oversold range, small position as it just indicated, yeah, with the view that we could push higher here in wave B. If we really do a bit of an extensive wave B, I might even take profits in wave B. If we don't really see that, then I'm going to accumulate lower with a view of a reversal then in a wave 3 to the upside. On the daily chart generally suggests further downside, so that's all in line here with the Elliott Wave count, because you can see how the MACD is still pushing lower, yeah, negative momentum increasing, and also on the RSI there is no sign of recovery, there is no bullish divergence here at the moment, so we are heading down lower on the daily, which would be in line with wave 2 correction. Short-term upside possible, yes, and that is also what the 4-hour MACD is suggesting, that we could push a little bit higher here in a wave B. Breakout point for that would be a move above the 19.7 cent level. And yeah, that's my update about Chiliz. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.